I'm sorry, y'all. You got to give me a second. I wasn't planning on streaming this early, or really, maybe not even at all tonight. I'm working on video production, but let's go ahead and do this, I suppose. By the way, I know everyone always says, Uni's the drama guy. Uni starts all the garbage out there. Uh-huh. Now you're starting to figure it out, aren't you? So I guess let's do some general thoughts here. Let's start this like I normally do, with me kind of processing things and just giving you what I think about what's going on. By the way, tonight we'll be streaming in a higher bit rate, so I apologize if there's some stuttering or issues with the stream. If that happens, I'll restart later. Okay. Now, for those of you that may not know what's going on, there's a thing called dfoty that we've talked about for a while. I went and did the first one where they all sat down. I was invited when they all sat down and picked the panel members. I was only invited to pick the panel members, and I was going to be a backup on the panel. But of course, for some reason, me and Steve having an issue would affect how whether or not I would be able to participate. But why not, right? Friends are friends. They're going to defend each other. So the reason why this is being talked about now, unprepared, I haven't even watched the damn thing yet. All I know is what I've had people come talk to me, creators in this same community come talk to me while I was doing video production on several videos I'm working on. You guys pretty much know them, because those of you that want to keep updated on my video production, what I do in the background, you either join the Discord, or you watch Periscope, or you watch the after show networks, which, by the way, I'm going to have to change that term, because I have another channel. After the last few weeks of DLive cutting out, for those of you that don't know, DLive's been cutting out at night, like 4 times a night. It started off like 1 time every couple days. It's amped up like 2-3 times a night. DLive will cut out, and I have to restart only DLive. So Mixer, I'm like, everybody go to Mixer, but people are like, I can't make an account. So we have to now use the Rockalot channel, is a background channel for, like, it's a YouTube channel. If you want to watch the after show or the prep show or some of the longer streams that don't happen here, now you've got a YouTube option thanks to the issues with DLive and Mixer. Once they get fixed, I think I will stop sending the signal to Rockalot, just so you know. I'm just getting you. So you may want to try to get that Mixer thing worked out if you like the after show. But back to what we're talking about tonight. I'm only telling you that because we're going to be going there after this and then working on what we've been working on. I'll go into that in a minute. Well, I need to go into that now because actually the only reason that I think the dfoty had a nice big segment of people talking shit on me was because of what happened last night on the Rockalot channel on the after show. Last night I didn't stream here at all, purposely, because there wasn't anything to bring here yet that would have qualified for one of these shows. But I felt that we needed to stream because we were going through some old videos in preparation for a GDC video I'm working on. There is this old community called the GDC, and I've heard about it for a long time. Ever since the non sequitur stuff popped off, of course, I started to get educated on the GDC from only Steve. Well, some from Reds, some from Bull, some from when I'd bump into those guys, and it would come up sometimes if an old GDC member was pecking at them or there was some issue going on out there, right? Anyway, so the GDC thing last night, we made a couple breakthroughs in the story of the GDC. And we actually have both sides now and some evidence to actually back up what really happened with the GDC. Now, I think that that's why Reds and AT2 are flipping out and bugging out on me, okay? I truly think that's what's caused them to get all pissy towards me because, one, it's too ironic for them to do a stream where they bitch about me for X amount of time. And I don't know, maybe we'll pull it up and watch it. I don't know. Somebody get me, if somebody, whoa, Drunken Potent Wizard, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for, do we not have a pop-up box over here? I'll have to, this is a new, obviously, this is a new studio. It should be popping up. It's not working. I'll try to fix it later, okay? I wasn't planning on streaming right now, or I would have done it before the stream. This room will still have the live chat. I have to set it up. The viewer count, all that stuff, I got to set it up. I don't have it set up. I'm sorry. I think, actually, it should work, but it's not. So, worry about it later. Now, dfoty, I thought it was something different than it was. I thought it was like the end of the year. For one, I started making anti-flat earth type videos a very long time ago. This is something I've always done. And once the whole thing was getting, like after that documentary that I covered and got a shit ton of views on, Behind the Curve, I started making those videos naturally because I got viewers that wanted me to, because people watched my videos when I made them, okay? My Kicked Out of Flat Earth series had a like combined total of what, 100, 200, 300,000 views? I haven't added them up. I don't know. But there was one, they all got a good amount of views, 100 and some thousand. It depends on what ones you would call Kicked Out of Flat Earth, I guess, right? So back to what I was saying. I've kind of blended into this community by meeting these guys because I was doing similar content to them. Now, on dfoty, I thought it was voting for that thing. I thought you go in and you take the people that have done the dumbest stuff for that stuff. And once I found out that it wasn't, I kind of understood adding Kyle to the mix, but then adding Katie in, of course, it's like, what's going on here? Now, I objected to Katie being added in once I learned that the major points used against Katie aren't backed by evidence and that they've been debunked for the most part. Everything else, we just went into it last night a lot, and I'm not going to do it again because it's a long conversation, and I don't want to put it on UNIRock 2 when it's already here, but go watch it on the Rock A Lot channel if you want to see last night's breakdown. It's in the beginning of the stream, so you won't have to shift through it, okay? The beginning of that stream is the breakdown on that, and then where we compare, we took a graph, we took a billboard of doom. I might as well bring it up and show you what we did real quick. Oh, it's still here! Awesome. That's why I love the billboard of doom. Take me to the big room, Busy. So this side, on the right side, we took all the criticisms of Katie. And my live chat had Leslie fans, Steve fans, Katie fans. All the different people were in my live chat. I have no clue why there were so many people there last night. I don't know if somebody shared the stream, but the Rock A Lot channel was popping last night. And we had a bunch of people from all sides giving me their criticisms. And in the end, we had this for Katie and this for Mr. McCrae. There, by the way, I will add things onto this once I get things that are valid. And let's talk about one right now. The fact that she, you know what, she doxied the Cheshire. I don't even want to say her name. So the fact that she did that to Chesh, I've already broke this down a couple nights ago. Now, for some reason, the reason why this is important is that Team publicly on Red's stream of dfoty, and God, I don't know why he would do that when Team always said he'd come talk to me if he ever had an issue with me, because he's not the kind of guy to entertain drama. And that's why I've always held a level of respect for Team. There has been countless times, yes, countless, many times there have been dramas going on. Team comes to me, I go to him, we talk about it, we figure if it's something that needs to go to the community or if it's something that we can handle without it going, in the interest of not stirring drama. Of course, if there was anything major, you know what happened because we did streams on it, and me and him had always gotten along, and I always thought he'd come talk to me if there was an issue, and I've been right here this whole time. In fact, if he wanted to connect to me last night and sit and talk, it would have been fine, okay? While I was streaming, I mean, he knows how to get a hold of me. He's been an administrator in my Discord server up until earlier today. Strange when that whole Cheshire BS happened days ago, and that's his excuse for being angry. But whatever. I'll pull up the live chat and you can tell me why he's mad, because I can't get a hold of him. I've told him to come talk to me for weeks. He said, I'll be there. I'm busy. I'm like, okay, whenever you're ready. And I just haven't heard from him. So whatever. Maybe I'll get to talk to him sometime in the future, but I'm going to at least respond to what he said about me publicly and make sure he knows that he's been lied to. He's been fed misinformation. Something's up there, because I am not just defending Katie when it comes to Cheshire's claim of doxing, and I'm not just hating on Cheshire. But it's weird that this narrative's being pushed without them contacting me when I'm open for them to. They could do it at any time, and I'm starting to see, not from Team though, but from Reds and others, a repeat behavior that stretches back to the great debate community. Something that I wasn't going to talk about on this channel, but since the onslaught, I guess, over there, according to some people, it was an onslaught against me over there on the dfoty. I might as well bring it up, I suppose, right? I mean, shit, I got to respond if I'm going to be brought up over there on these channels, right? It just seems right to do. If I could get my sound. I need my assistant. Let me wake him. Nope, there's my sound. I'm really bad at running my soundboard. I need my assistant. Let's wake him up really quick. I told you, I'm not ready to stream. So anyway, long story short, the thing about Cheshire, team, I know you won't come talk to me, so I'll just say it here. Cheshire lied to all of you. There was no malicious intent there. Why? Because she's not telling you, team, that and I know you didn't see this because you don't watch these long streams by them, but luckily I've been shown this. I've seen this. Cheshire told everybody that her name was there, literally baited Katie to go find it. Once Katie found it, not only that, I left out the most important part. Cheshire told them to use her name. Now, most likely she was saying this just to be a smartass, but it doesn't matter why she was saying it. Doesn't matter if Cheshire said it to be a smartass. It doesn't matter if Cheshire said it to not be a smartass. Cheshire said it. She told him to do it. Now it might seem a little bit weird why UNIRock is calling out Cheshire for instigating a mass flagging on Twitter to take down Katie's Twitter account, because Katie used Cheshire's name, because Cheshire gave her permission to. Cheshire admits to this. If you've watched any of their live streams, you've heard her say this. She's admitted to saying this. She's not contesting that she said this. She won't, because she knows she's recorded saying it. So my problem is, how is it malicious in any way if Cheshire literally told her to do it? This is the issue, team. I stood up for Katie being nominated for dfoty because those screenshots were faked, because the other information, like the fact that Katie false struck Leslie, is faked. If you would have watched my videos, team, you would have seen it. I sent you the link. You could have. It was only 14 minutes. I know you're busy, but if you're gonna weigh in on this, or how about if it's gonna change the way you feel about somebody you've streamed with many, many, many times, and who you didn't come to me and tell me you were done talking to me. You never told me there's an issue here, but yet you lost all respect for me because it's how I feel about this thing. Well, guess what? Everybody agrees with me on this thing, team, except for the ones that are purposely letting Cheshire get away with this. Because if somebody was to set you up, team, if somebody was to do what Cheshire has tried to do to Katie on Twitter, if somebody tried to do that to you, I'd be the first dude to step up on my channel and call them out. And that is why the hypocrisy of this whole situation is getting exposed by the actions of everybody. What sucks is that if you would have come talk to me in private, I would have told you I wouldn't have said not to sit there and do the dfoty, because I haven't told anyone not to, have I? I would have simply told you to not entertain in the drama with it. It would be bad for your brand. It would be bad for what's going on, because you simply weighing in on all of this, talking about all of this, fine. But once you start believing their lies and pushing their drama and letting it affect how you feel about other creators, that's when you're getting caught up in the drama. Got me? And I know you don't like that I use my platform like I do. Maybe, you should say this stuff off the air. I tried to say this off the air. I didn't say this on the air. They just did on Red's channel, okay? That's why we're here. So anyone that wants to have that but you shouldn't talk about this now, BS. Yeah, exactly. Why do you think I haven't? Up to now. They literally air this out. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to squash it with the truth. Cheshire literally told people where to find her name. Live. Then she told them, go ahead and use it. I don't care. And when Katie used it, per her instruction, then Cheshire and a few other people help her. Oh, weird. Damn, who are the people helping? The people sitting next to you on the dfoty panel. Wow, seems like maybe UNIRock had a point. Maybe I was actually trying to help you out, because once all this gets aired out, those that did this are going to look really damn bad. And the people that helped them do this are going to be looked at as like, why? They're going to be looked at like, dude, why are you helping these guys stir the community? It is not me laying all this out, showing everyone what's going on, giving everybody the pieces that are being left out by the others. That's not creating the damn drama. That's solving it. Me getting up here and saying Cheshire's lying, trying to frame Katie, is solving the drama that's caused by Cheshire lying about Katie doxing her. And if anyone has some type of intellectual argument that they want to have about Cheshire being doxed by Katie or not, we should be talking about this, not using it as a way to attack me in the middle of a bitch fest on the dfoty. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'll just go live after you do it and respond and give it back to you guys, okay? So that's why we're here. It's because of them. It's because they, for some reason, think that they have the moral high ground in this whole thing when there are no morals in this. It's just ridiculous. It's a big story of a bunch of people setting each other up, playing drama games, abusing their community, lying to their community, trying to use their community to exact their damn grudges against other YouTubers, like when they try to set someone up for a fake doxing so they can get people to go flag down Katie. Or how about when they create fake screenshots that make Katie look like she said something about a little kid that just passed away? Oh, how about when they blame Katie for striking a channel, but it didn't really happen? So when I went to Reds and said, yo, bro, don't put Katie up, when I'm sitting here waving my hands in the air, stop doing this with the Katie on the dfoty, instead of you guys ignoring me, wouldn't it have been, I don't know, smarter for all of you to be like, oh, shit, he's got a point. He can literally present hard evidence that the points that are being used against Katie and dfoty are false, and that if you use it against her, then you're just going to be made to look like jackasses for doing it. But you did it anyway. You did it. She got number 4, didn't she? Weird. That's just crazy. She got number 4. I can't believe it. She beat out with the fake stuff that you guys laid on her in dfoty now, because it's true. That's a true statement, by the way. And don't say I didn't try to warn you. In fact, I've done nothing but try to help even Steve's grinchy ass. Oh, I love that meme. Even Steve's grinch ass. I've tried to help him through this, and I've tried to help you guys through this. I've been trying to tell you, you got AT2, you got Chesh, you got these other trolls. Remember what happened 6 months ago? You know that video, They're So Mad, that's not on my channel, that Sean Hufford begged me to take down while I was on D Live, by the way, so everyone saw it happen. You know what that video contains, Reds? You know, team, everybody, you know what that video contains? You know, but just so the audience knows, that video contains me saying that Look-a-Pig, AT2, and Marvel Girl are trolls. That they're running people's Discord servers. They're causing all this drama. They're going around trying to gatekeep who gets to get close to certain people in the community, trying to influence who team and fight talk to. And you know what the weirdest thing is? I'm starting to learn that this is probably over non sequitur. You know, you want to know what's crazy, team? I'm going to lay down my theory, my conspiracy theory on this. Here's my conspiracy theory for why Look-a-Pig, who has been, guess where I found Look-a-Pig the other day? Yeah, last night, by the way. Guess where I found him? On Steve's channel, helping Steve steal the GDC from the old members of the GDC. And that it's crazy that I discovered that last night only to have myself attacked today on the dfoty panel, right? I mean, those things can't be related, can they? No, they are, obviously. So here's my conspiracy theory, but I'm trying to fact check through this. It's just happened years ago, so it's hard. I think AT2 and Look-a-Pig and them have been continually attacking Fight the Flat Earth and you, team. It just didn't surface out. Because you guys took over for what non sequitur used to do. And I think while little Stevie Grinch gets closer to thinking that he's going to get back non sequitur, I think that what he's doing here is trying to maybe throw some wrenches in his competition. The people that took the Flat Earth debate sphere, which is the only thing that worked on non-sec from non-sec, I think that's why you've got these people running your Discord and convincing you guys that they're your friends when really they've been sent there from the GDC, the stolen GDC little group here that like Steve's running. Two, there's no reason that these guys would attack. Okay, let's get deep. Restart the music. Let's see what I've got on this one. Okay. So I didn't, when Look-a-Pig and AT2 came into my Discord server with Marvel Girl trying to convince me that I should expose Fight the Flat Earth, Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth know that I did not expose Fight the Flat Earth because they were using bullshit reasons to be mad at Fight, things that he didn't even do or that didn't matter or that were being literally lied about and misconstrued by the other side on it. When that happened, I went to Team and Fight, told them what was going on, and said, why don't you guys sit down and talk it out because this isn't worth an expose. Fight's not doing nothing wrong. Now, Team and Fight both told me they very much appreciated me being honest in this, getting to the bottom of this. And guess what happened when I did my live stream, called Look-a-Pig and AT2 trolls, labeled them the trolls that they are, and now have been proven to be, by the way. I was right back then, right? Remember what I said at the end of that stream? I said if you continue allowing Looka and AT2 and Marvel Girl to be in your community, these things are just going to happen again. And look where we are. Interesting, right? You ever wonder why those guys are always around? They never do any type of content. They don't add anything to any live stream they're in. They don't do anything but scare away viewers. And yet, for some reason, they're continually put up in front of everybody and have to be suffered by the people that want to be there for the content that's going on. Strange, right? Anyway, when they appreciated it, Team and Fight appreciated it. And what happened? One, Fight didn't get attacked anymore after I hashed that out and figured out what was going on, got to the root of it and solved it. Fight didn't get attacked anymore. And also, at the end, I said that AT2 and Look-a-Pig and Marvel, if you let them stay in your community, this kind of shit's only going to keep happening. What did they do after that happened? They did nothing but attack me and troll me for months after that, angry that I didn't expose Fight the Flat Earth and instead defended him. Now, you guys specifically asked me not to make a full video on that. I complied. Even though I disagreed that it would cause drama in the community. I took you guys on your word that you thought it would cause drama in the community, so I shouldn't do a full breakdown on it. And when Sean Hufford approached me over and over and over about privating my video, I complied with it. I usually don't do those things, so it's interesting. That's what my point was. If you want to try to use those things against me now, it's only going to make you guys look bad. Not Team and Fight, but the others. So anyway, this whole GDC thing leaking up into now, this is a common reoccurring behavior between these guys. If somebody has an issue with another creator, it becomes the entire side against the entire side, while they say that they are above that. That's what Flat Earthers do. Flat Earthers are the ones that team up, group up, and attack, not the debunkers, not the smart guys over here in the community. But we're starting to see the opposite. We're seeing the most tribalistic, multi-channel type of stuff that we've ever seen, and it looks like you've got a little Grinchy Poo sitting at the top, right? Who knows? I know this, though. Cheshire told Katie in a stream, right directed at her, and she admitted to this. She's not denying this. To use her name and that it's out there on social media. So it is literally, if you want to say that it's in bad taste or something for Katie to use it, then fine. But it's not a dox. It's not malicious. It has literally been ordered and permitted by Cheshire herself. So why? Why are you at this point? We know you're smarter than this. We know you guys are smarter. We know Team's smarter than this. Fight's smarter than this. So why are they letting these guys get in their heads and bring them to this point? Well, I think that it's pretty obvious. I think that there'll be some videos coming out in the next while that'll kind of break down that this behavior that you're seeing, where these creators that are successful as hell, Team and Fight, are attached to other creators that really aren't that successful right now. And those people kind of like, leeching on to Team and Fight are getting in their heads, trying to tell them who to work with and who not to work with, who to listen to and who not to listen to, who to talk to and who not to talk to. And I'm finally the dude that, because I have my own brand, my own channel, my own thing, I don't give two shits if all of you want to hate me after this. I really liked you as people. I really liked having you on my show and working with you. But trust me, I'll be just fine after all this is done. If this is how you feel, don't say I'm not okay with it. I'm fine with you doing it, okay? Just making sure you know, okay? But don't think I'm going to stop doing what I do. One of the biggest questions that I had coming out of Non Sequitur is, what is all this about the Great Debate community? Why are all these people defending Kyle? Why are all these people calling out Steve, saying he's biased, saying he's a liar, saying he's a thief, saying that he is a scammer? Why is this happening? Now, when I'm hanging out with you guys, you know what happened to me? You got in my head. You know, you did. You got in my head. You were literally in my head trying to get me not to watch people like Drag, not to watch people like Heretic, not to watch people that have tried to expose Steve for what he did in the past. And when last night I sat down, last night and the night before, though, I didn't hit anything really hot and spicy. When last night I did hit the spicy nuggets and I found out the real reason that Steve is hated by a group of people, I can't blame those people for hating Steve McRae. And this all happened when Steve first appeared in the community. So now I, last night up to today now, have even formed my opinion worse upon Steve McRae. My opinion is he's never given anything good to any community. Name a thing, name a video, name something. But he got R and Raw on the show. That's not him, that's R and Raw, bro. What has he done? Well, he stole the GDC from the people who created it and had it for years. Once he stole it, he kicked out the people that stood up to him and said, change the name if you're going to do this. You can't use our name. You can't use our thing. And even worse, Steve McRae was... So let's just break this down. And I didn't want to go here, but I'm going here now. Oh, yeah, let's go. You can have a little bit of a preview on my video that I'm working on right now. Let's do it. Oh, and I know AT's pissed because I was calling him out. You know, he's so mad that I called him out for, what was it? He had a bunch of bots that he used to downvote and upvote on YouTube. Remember how he's mad at me because I don't like people that use bots. And I've got 2 clips of AT saying that shit from Red's channel. Crazy, right? Makes sense why those videos kind of go unlisted now, doesn't it? Anyway, because it's against TOS 1 and it's effed 2, and you were being serious. You weren't joking, so don't play that game now. Anyway, Steve McRae joined the Great Debate community. He didn't create it. I've got the evidence. I've got the truth. I know it now. Once he joined it, it had been going on for years. Not the Great Debate, the Great Debate community. And what he did was create a Google Plus community called the Great Debate community. Now, what he said is that he's not making a new thing. He's taking what's there and just getting it organized. And everybody's like, okay, well, we need some organization. No problem. You want to do that? Cool. The Great Debate community wasn't being monetized. It wasn't owned by a certain person. It was a thing that was owned by all the people. That was something that was determined by the Great Debate community, at least for the information I have up to now. And yes, this is from multiple people. Steve joins, he creates the Google Plus community, and then says, I'm going to also create a YouTube channel for the Great Debate community so that we all can go talk there and people know where, like, we can congregate at, and it'll be cool. But there was an issue. At some point, he started to run it instead of it being a thing that all of them were a part of. Okay? Now, when that happened, there was people that had been there for years or X amount of time, and they stood up and said, listen, we aren't letting this community be taken by someone Like, you could change the name or you could keep it in an open format, but you can't monetize our community because it's all of ours. If you monetize it, we all should get the money, or everybody should get the money split equally, and that's almost impossible because there are thousands of members. Or, you need to change the name and not steal the Great Debate community and turn it into your monetized project, because it is it's a community project. It's always been that way. This GDC has always been that way. And people stood up to him and made those criticisms. So what did I discover last night that set all of the people who helped Steve take that community? What did I find last night that might have them all up in a fluffle? A little bit of a fluffle, like when a bird gets all fluffily. Yeah, you get it. Last night, I found a drunken 7-hour live stream from old Mr. McGrinch, where he literally lies through the whole thing, saying that he created the Great Debate community. He did everything for the Great Debate community. In the comments section, there's a guy saying, I can't believe you said this. And if you click the timestamp, it's Steve saying this. It links right to it. And he's saying that he did all of it. And then he's got 2 other people on his show. There are 2 other people on this drunken rant, and they're saying, yeah, Steve, you did all of it. You created it. It wouldn't have happened without you, man. This whole thing, yeah, and I've grown all these channels. My Great Debate community may only have a couple thousand subscribers, but that guy got 20,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel because of me. That guy got 14,000 because of me. I have this. Literally, he said this. It's on my stream last night on the Rock-A-Lot channel. You can hear it all for yourself. Anyway, because Steve lied about all this, the entire Great Debate community turned on him. So what did he do? He blamed... Now, they just had minor criticisms, just like I did a couple weeks ago. This is actually a repeat pattern by him. A couple criticisms from people saying you could either change the name or not monetize it, but it has to be a group project if you're going to take our name and all of these people who have been around us this whole time, because... if he wanted to just create a channel with the Great Debate community and keep the name and just take the name, that's different than infiltrating that community, gaining a bunch of support from that community, fooling that community into following him everywhere, then stealing the name. Do you see the difference? Somebody makes the same name as another channel, and I'll get to all that later. Thank you, love you, but I'll get to all of it in a minute. When you create a channel, maybe you'll create a channel that has a same name as someone else. That's different than infiltrating a community, literally gaining support from people in that community, going around trying to get people to follow you on Google Plus and on YouTube, telling them that it's this community that you're a part of now, then kicking out the original members, banning them, and stealing the community is much different than naming your YouTube channel after something that's already existed. Do you see the issue? Who was the person on the live stream with Steve that night? Look-A-Pig. AT2's best friend. Or I don't know, husband. I don't know. I don't know what they say that. I'm not kidding. They say that. They say those things to each other. They do it jokingly. That's why I said it. And not only Look-A-Pig being there, but Red's rhetoric. I discovered last night that Red's helped Steve do this with his influence in the GDC. And that's why Red's and Steve had a lot of people from the original GDC that don't like them, that don't, care for them, according to a lot of these people that can show they've been a member of these things for a very long time. This is all a thing that's very well discussed and documented back then. The issue is this whole community back then, it was when YouTube was much smaller. It was back when their community only had a couple thousand members total. And the thing is, it was starting to grow when Steve injected himself. It wasn't Steve that grew it. It was all these people that did it. And it started to grow. He saw this. Steve saw this community growing, injected himself in, monetized it, kicked out the original members, and took it. And once they turned on him, he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter that said, it's the end of the year. I'm looking forward to great things next year. We've got all this stuff that just happened, all this drama from these trolls that just want to say Steve's the big bad guy. The same pattern that Steve exhibited then, that is why I've changed my mind about non sequitur. Reds will tell you how I've changed my mind about non sequitur. He'll tell you when I should be the one telling you. Pretty fucked up that a skeptic, logical guy is going to tell you what I think, right? Instead of allowing me to do it. So let me elaborate on what I think about non sequitur after seeing everything I've discovered in the last couple months. Now I think that we were most likely lied to about many things about the non sequitur situation from both Steve and Kyle. There's reason to believe that there was a good reason for both of them to be lying, because both of them were doing something they probably shouldn't have done. And there's other reasons to believe that the 50-50 thing could have been a non-perpetuity agreement. Okay, that's what I'll say. Or let me elaborate a little bit for people that might take that the wrong way. I'm not saying I know what happened. I don't know if we ever will. But what I'm telling you is the things that Steve had us assume, we should not assume anymore after learning what we know about him. And taking those things out of the non sequitur situation now, those assumptions that we should have never assumed in the first place, but due to how these insane group tribe kind of tactics are used by these guys to try and shade things, distract from things, and push other things. Because of that, we did assume things. We now need to take out everything we assumed from non-sec and then reevaluate. Now, I announced a few days ago, one, that I'm going to be working on a project where I do just that in a video over non-sec. Two, I'm going to document exactly what happened with the Great Debate community and show it to the world. That's what I announced in the last few days. And then last night on the Rock-A-Lot channel, I make many discoveries where I've got Reds defending Steve literally blindly with no logic or good points whatsoever. And I've got these GDC members who have documented all this stuff. I'm starting to find their stuff and see what happened. Now, let me explain how I feel about what I've just told you. I don't know what to think about all of it. I just, last night, discovered it. Today, I'm getting back into continuing my little, thing on it and processing the information. The information has not been processed. This is a new discovery. Now, you may understand why I didn't bring it over here to UNIRocktv last night. Oh, damn. There's a really good reason why I didn't come over here last night with that stuff, huh? It doesn't make any sense to come over here in front of a whole bunch of people, throw all of this out there. For the people that wanted to hang out while we went through that, they hung out on the long live stream. Now you know why I have an after show. Now you get it. But my point is, I do think that Reds, AT2, and others did that little bitch fest over there on Red's channel because they were pissed off about stuff I'm starting to find out. I don't know which parts. I could assume, but I won't. I'm telling you that I don't think it is, I don't think that their little fit is unrelated. I definitely think that it's not a coincidence that it happened right after that. Just letting you know. But I don't give a shit what Reds thinks. Reds already is trying to tell people he's only talked to me one time. One time. You've literally witnessed the guy talk to me more than that. And you know I've talked to him more than that because I've told you those times I've talked to him, other than the few, 2, 3, 4 conversations I had where Reds contacted me and said, don't tell anyone I'm talking to you, UNIRock. Now, that happened a few times too, so I don't know what Reds is trying to say here. I really don't. I don't know. He could be confused on that, even though I don't think he is. But one thing's for sure. I thought that these guys got a hold of people, talked things out. I didn't know they just assumed things because Steve told them to. I didn't know Steve was their damn overlord. I didn't know that Chesh had such an influence over them that she could get ahead of them logically. I didn't know that they like to engage in this much drama, and I'll tell you why. Because they say that they don't engage in this much drama, and they laugh at that shit, right? They try to laugh at dumpster fires. They try to act like they are not the source of dumpster fires. You get me? They try to act like they're above that shit. They debunk that shit. So my point is, Are they worried that it's going to look really bad once this whole thing comes out? Why are they so scared that finally a video is done by a YouTuber who's not in the GDC entirety thing? Why are they so pissy that I'm going to do a video on it? Why does it damn matter? And no, I'm not saying just because of their comments there. A lot of the comments on Twitter also back that up, is my point. But the one thing that gets to me is that when people break their word, because if you want to say I'm not honorable or some shit, because I have the opinion that because Cheshire directed a conversation at Katie Joy stating that her name was out there and she doesn't care if she uses it to go ahead and use it, because I maintain the opinion that because of those multiple statements that Cheshire made, Katie did not dox her, I am now dishonorable. Right? Or something like that. I thought Uni was an honorable guy, and now I don't because of that opinion. Well, I think that people giving me their word that if they have an issue with me, they will come talk to me, and telling me that literally 5 times and then not doing it is also worse than my opinion on what happened between Cheshire and Katie. Okay? Because that's some personal stuff there. That's like some stuff where it's like, yo, you don't have to worry about me. I come talk to people when I have an issue. I don't ghost people. I don't just not hear people out and then go out and assume things and then make giant judgments. Yeah, that's what I was told by some of the people that are out there right now trying to say some dumb shit like, because Uni can prove that Cheshire gave permission to Katie over Katie using Cheshire's name, that I'm telling you it's not a dox and it's not malicious. I also said that I did not support it. I also said she didn't need to use her name. But Cheshire's been harassing her for all this time, and if Cheshire gave her permission to, why is anyone going to hate on her? This is the problem when you have criticisms that people bring me towards Katie. People bring me criticisms, they get smashed by logic and evidence, and they're not there anymore, and then people say, I'm being cited because I'm not criticizing Katie. You need to get a criticism of Katie up in a video on YouTube and show it to people with evidence so that we can have a criticism towards Katie before you stomp your feet like a baby saying we need to hate Katie. I don't know how many people I literally was disappointed in Reds because he's like, oh, Katie's a shit person and this person's a shit person. You said Katie's a shit person based off of those fake things that have been debunked by now. Yet you are specifically ignoring people who can debunk these things. That's what flat earthers do, bro. That's a flat earth move. I'm trying to show you the globe when it comes to Katie versus Steve. And you're believing in the flat earth. Factually. I have evidence. I can prove my case here. Why are they ignoring? Why are the skeptics ignoring the evidence, making determinations, and celebrating their flat plane instead of just coming and talking and working this shit out? You know. Let's go to the live chat and get out of here. Because I got work to do on videos, bros. I never thought the year would start with the debunkers becoming the flatties. I didn't think it'd happen. I hope it's not true. I hope they're going to wake the hell up in this stupid situation. I hope they're going to wake the hell up because you know why? The only reason you guys have had a leg up on those flat earthers this whole time, the only reason you got a leg up on them is because you're the ones that look at evidence. You're the ones that look at the damn truth that's out there, that hear people out, that go through it logically. You're not doing that in this. You're not. We could solve this stupid situation, and you're letting it perpetuate. And after looking at the GDC and the reoccurring behavior from Red's rhetoric and some of the people beside him, not Team or Fight, even though I'm surprised that Team and Fight went at me. I don't care, though. Whatever. But seeing this constant repeating behavior in defense of Steve McRae, I got to ask myself if you're not really the flat earthers all along. All right, live chat time. Let's go. All right. Go ahead, drop it. Let's see it. Let's see it, peeps. These YouTube things need to come to light. Yes, that's the summation of what I just said. I think they're pissed off that I'm looking into the GDC for a video. I don't know why. What do they have that would... What is it, dude? What is it about what happened back then? It's ancient history. Why does it damn matter? Uni makes great videos. Uni does great things. Uni is a good YouTuber. Uni puts out the truth on shit. You know he's going to really figure things out when UNIRock gets into it. Until he looks at something we don't want him to look at, right? Every damn time. Okay, mods. I don't want to take away mod wrenches tonight. Be careful who you kick. You kick people for breaking YouTube rules, trolling, that kind of thing. Don't kick people for having an opposing opinion, please. I'm only saying Ash said this. Ash had this hidden by somebody. I can't see who hid it. She tags somebody called Casual and says, yup, yet unbiased folk get labeled sycophants. If you have the facts, you can't be here for anything other than to see what Uni fucks up next. I got no dog in the fight. But you do. You do have a dog in the fight if we look at the things you've said in other live chats. You obviously have a dog in the fight. So I do now understand why you blocked her. Make sure she's banned. I don't mind if you put me down. Put me down all you want. Just don't lie. Just don't try to pretend like you're this little unbiased thing in this whole thing. Seriously. All right. Team just cut ties with Uni live. Exactly. And I have the clip that Team did it over Chesh doxing Katie is what I was told about the... I haven't seen this newest stream, of course. Wow. Damn, we must be getting close to something, y'all. What's going on with this? Weird. Why all the thumbs down? I would assume that AT2 is using his thumbs up and thumbs down bot right now, you know? He said it, not me. He said he has, quote, thousands of bots that can upvote and downvote videos. I called him out in this video, so... Makes sense. It makes sense. It's okay. Up and down both get counted together for the algorithm, so it's okay. Yeah, I know he's live right now. I'm subscribed to his channel. Should I unsubscribe if he cut ties with me? You want me to unsub? I can. Hey, why would I? Why wouldn't I, right? Let's take a look here. Let's make it official. Let's make it official. It was a good run, my dude. It was a good run. I don't know why you want to die on this hill, team, but all right, buddy. I wish you luck, my friend. Good luck out there. The thumbs down bot is more likely from Look-a-Pig than AT2. Yeah, it's true, but it only helps me, so please keep on rolling it. I don't know why they don't get it. Thumbs up and thumbs downs are added together for the algorithm. This is a very old and tested and tried thing. It works, okay? So just add those two numbers together. That's the interactions for my video. So that's okay with me. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and close this down for members, and I'll talk to you guys, because I'm not replying to bots, so there's no reason to even have them in here. Let's do it. We got members on. Okay, I'll give it a few minutes for members only mode to see what you guys have to add. I'll read it out and we'll roll. What I'd like for you guys to do, if you don't mind, you could tell me what team's issue is. Yeah. Because team just, team, like I said, you want to get mad about me. You want to get mad about me holding to the truth that Cheshire literally gave permission for people to use her name. You want to get mad at me for standing up for that when you know I would do it for you too. I would stand up for you in the same way I'm standing up for anyone else who is given permission to use somebody's name, and then a mass flagging, I've been doxxed thing happens because the name's been used. That's called baiting. That's called baiting somebody. Okay? That's what that's called. So if that's what's going to happen, you want to play drama games over it, bro. Play them. Play them. The community can weigh in. They can make up their mind. I think I was on Team's channel, like once or twice? Twice? Yeah. Don't think it's going to be that big of a issue. Because you really only gain subs when you go on someone else's channel. You got me? Like my audience has seen Team a lot, right? Team's audience has only seen me a couple times. And honestly, I have to say that most of the community, I do believe, is the type of people that hear people out. This is what I've learned about the actual community. The YouTubers, oh, hell no. It's pretty crazy seeing the YouTubers are like this in this community. But the people from the community, on the other hand, are very logical for the most part. They are the type of people that will hear other people out and try to look for the evidence and the logic and the reasoning, and then make their mind up off of that. Not the, joining sides, not the tribalistic thing of it. Especially in the Flat Earth debunking community. Or hold on. Especially not in the debunking community. Sorry. Well, that's nice, D-Nice, bro. Ash Scott is a member of some of those troll groups, and that's why she got banned, because she was literally telling people, I don't have a dog in this fight. Well, if you're joining troll groups on the internet, you definitely have a dog in this fight. But that's what those trolls do. So that's why they get kicked. So somebody type what team's issue is, or give me a timestamp. Just give me a timestamp. I'll pull it up. Give me a timestamp or type it for me. Let's go. I want to make sure I got the full issue. When he was on Red's channel, the issue that he stated was over Cheshire. If that's his issue, we'll get out of here. I already responded. Thank you for changing the chat. They were distracting. Yeah, I'll just leave member-only mode on for a couple more weeks, man. I don't mind. I get way more members when I turn on member-only mode. I've doubled my members since I started turning it on, so. And we had a pretty damn good amount before we doubled it. I'm scanning the chat, guys. Give me a minute here. They want Uni to dissect Katie's flaws and hate on her and dwell in the hatred. Well, I agree some people do. I think that's the thing. There's a lot of blending going on. And the people that are doing that blending are trying to put out this, like, false thing that they don't have a dog in the fight and that they are neutral. No, they're not neutral. They hate Katie. Those people hate Katie. There are people, though, that are weighing in on this neutrally, that are looking at the evidence, that are making up their mind independently on each thing. Because how I feel about Katie has nothing to do with Steve and Katie having this issue that lasted for 7 or 8 months. That's what I came in here to weigh in on. Then Steve and me having an issue has nothing to do with this other thing. All of that getting blended together is called drama. Taking the blending, taking the mixing, pulling it apart, taking every issue, going through it, looking at the evidence, solving everything that can be solved, taking what's left, putting it there, going through it. That's how you get through these things. That's how I get through these things. That's how you, let me rephrase that. That's how you end these things. The troll groups don't want this to ever end. That's the issue. They want this to continue forever. I have stood up for me and Rachel. I definitely have. I don't know what you mean, but you can elaborate for me. I have debunked every dumb thing that's been put out there about me and her. It's pretty much already over with. I mean, they're just going to keep trying. Like, here's what... Okay, you get troll groups after you. I know how this works. I debunked QAnon back in January of 2018 when... it hadn't even hit the peak of its virality yet. And if you think we've got troll groups now, this is like 0.1% compared to what happened with QAnon. Already been gone through. It's already been done with. Sorry, trying to get my e-cig here. Oh, shit, son. We got another have a seat with Chris Hansen on Onision. Oh, baby. Onision's going to go crazy tomorrow. We got some content, y'all. We need to be watching this. We got to get out of here, so let's hurry up. It's disappointing to hear teams saying such things. The stats don't lie. Uni is growing. It probably irks some. Every time these things happen, these little tiffs with creators, people are going to unsubscribe from both me and him. It probably only be like 10 or 20 people compared to... Because every day we gain, but... you know, your gain is offset by people that unsub. And yes, because of this, there will be people that unsubscribe from both of us. It's not going to affect either of us, I don't think. It's just going to be one of those dumb... This is a dumb drama. This is Team getting caught up in a dumb drama. I don't know why he's letting this happen. I'm willing to talk to Team, and I can literally prove to you guys. I won't, because I'm going to be respectful to him, but if he starts to challenge me on it, and I know he won't because he's not a liar... I can show you how I've been trying to get Team to come sit down and talk to me ever since this all started, just so he can know where I'm at, so he can get my side. And this is the only situation ever. This situation with Steve is the only situation. All the other things you've ever seen me and Team go through, we got through just fine, did we not? You know it, because he's back on my show every week. This is the only situation where he hasn't come talk to me. So I do think there's a lot of fear, not in Team, but in some of the trolls that are around Team. Look, dude, it's just fucking obvious. Look at Pig, AT2, Cheshire, these other guys. They're the ones that are stirring all the trolling that's going on. That trolling, I mean, go fucking look at them. Go look at them, for fuck's sake. Look at their Twitter. Look at their social media presence. Look at what they've admitted to. Look at what they haven't. Those people being ingrained into his Discord server and next to Team, and Sean being very close to Look-a-Pig and AT2, in my opinion, not cutting off AT2 and Look a Pig once they started doing these kind of things over and over and over. You know, they are succumbing to the pressure of this kind of drama that's going on when these guys get together and talk. You know, when they get together and talk, it's just whatever you heard on dfoty off the air, it was times 1,000. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Because I've been there. Remember, I've been there with them before and after shows. I know what it's like, okay? Whatever the fuck they said there, off the air, it was 1,000 times worse. What the hell, Cricket? Why are you unhiding people? I hid that person for a reason. Now I can't hide. Will you please hide them again for me? I don't understand. Well, if math or cost benefit analysis or some shit is a factor in why he would do that, why would his following, I don't buy that. Why would teams following care at all about what happened between me and Steve McRae? And if you are logical, if you're not tribal, if you're not fostering that kind of flat earth mentality, why let that factor in? It's bullshit. What's going on here is drama that's being affected by Reds, AT2, and the other people that you continually see on Team's streams. And you can, I don't know why Team's usually a smart business guy. I don't know if it's because he thinks he needs them because he's worked with them for so long or something, but bro, you don't, like, you can die in that anthill because these guys are going down. All right? They are. That's why they're flipping out, Team. I know you saw it. I know you noticed it. They're over there bugging. That's why they were bugging live. They finally have what they've been doing for the past few years outed. Their behind-the-scenes bullshit is now out in the open. And yes, it's not out in the open completely yet, because it's only been happening on my off channels and shit. Very soon, it's going to be out there in the front for everyone to see the evidence and what happened. That's why all this drama is being forced around Team. Not because I want him to choose sides. I don't give a shit if he chooses sides. I do think it's fucked if he's going to judge me for it, but if he wants to, he can. I will just think it's fucked. But definitely, the people that I'm about to do this video on are very much wanting people to start drawing sides. It's the only protection they're going to have once this comes out. The only protection that Luca, that Reds, that Luca and Reds and AT are going to have once these videos come out, once the light's been shined on this, because they've done some fucked up shit in the last 5 years. The only protection they have is to try to get everybody as sided as they can, to get their audience as closed up as they can. Why do you think when I went over there to talk to him, it was some kind of fucking like question and answer session? He's never done that to me before. That's how he defends his friends. You don't have to, if your friends are the type of people that you have to go live just to fight for them when they're wrong, then dude, they're not really your friends, dude. They're using you too. Okay? I don't know why I have to give these life lessons. Life lessons with UNIRock. If you've got to get up on the screen and defend bullshit arguments, you are a flat earther. You're just as bad, at least. You're equal to. I don't know. I don't care if he came in peace. I blocked him for a reason, so, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, I just blocked somebody that I wanted blocked is all. Yeah, it was earlier. I don't know why anyone would ever undo a ban that I did. Just redo the ban for me, please. Yeah. And please don't undo my bans anymore. I handle the unbanning. You bought a motorboat and it needs some work? I know a motorboat specialist attorney at law that can help you out. You awake yet? I thought so. Thank you. I will get the pop-ups put into the new studio. Do you like the new studio? I love it. I've been using it for videos. I had to get it ready for live streaming, though. See, I still have some issues. Look. The TV cut my arm off. The TV cut my arm off. I need to fix that. Hold on, I can fix it right now. Shit, dude, we should just stream all night and have a good old-fashioned time, shouldn't we? Thank you, Nuclear Dubs. Oh, heavens. The drama. It's okay, Cricket. I'm not mad at you. Just let him be banned, please. All right, what do we got? So does anybody know why team's pissed, by the way? Did I get it? I nailed it, right? I got it. I responded to it, right? Because I just want to respond to it and go, so... I'll do a video. I'm going to do a full video later, but I at least want to get a general response, so. You're welcome, Drunken Impotent Wizard. I heard you guys. You guys told me you wanted me to lower the join price. I lowered the join price for you. If you'd like to ever support me at the $4.99, you're more than welcome to. If you want to support me lower, you're more than welcome to. No, I don't think it's all Cheshire at all. I think that there is bullshit being thrown in these guys' face, just like I used to. I used to have bullshit thrown in my face, and it's just fucking when, remember when it's like you're trying to sit down and I'm trying, okay, here's an example. Remember when I was sitting here live a few weeks ago, and I said, we can't believe these screenshots. We need to verify them. Do you know how fast I was interrupted? Remember how fast I was interrupted and how pushed back that was instead of just a normal conversation about it? That happens on every key point about all the dumb shit that involves the GDC, the people that they kicked out, the evidence that they have to show, the things that they have to say about it. You got me? There is no harm in people hearing what someone else has to say. If they have evidence, then it'll get weighed into the story. If they don't, then it won't. You get me? I now completely understand their grievance against Steve and Reds. Before I didn't, because when I'd sit and ask questions about it, I got interrupted pretty quickly. I got it shut down pretty quickly. Somehow the topic got changed very quickly, and I never got a full processing of anything from them. You know, I did want to know. I'm that type of person. If you come to me and you're like, I'll be your friend, but you can't talk about that, the first thing I'm going to do is talk about it. Be like, bro, you have nothing to be fearful of. What's that about? Just explain it to me. Got me? Now, that's, though, is not what's happening here. Right? You could tell that right now because every other problem that we've all had, we've literally sat here and talked about it live. We've talked about it off the air. We've gotten things hashed out. It's worked out the entire time. Why is it different now? Ask yourself that goddamn question. Why is this different than when I stood up for Fight the Flat Earth for him being attacked for his disability, his military shit, and what else were they? Oh, and then the charity that he did. Why is this different? It's different because Steve is being made to look really bad in this, and these guys aren't going to break ties with Steve. For some reason, they need him. And anyone that stays with Steve is going to go down with his sinking ship. His ship has sunk. That's a fact, okay? I'm not being rude to the guy, but did you see what he did this month? How about last month? Want to go back 7 months? Let's go back a year. You want to go back 2 years? How about we go back 3? How about 4? All of it makes him look really bad. A repeat, it's not that he ever learns from his mistakes. He doesn't think he does mistakes. The issue is there are people defending Steve, and they now must make other people pick a side. So they're putting these stupid things that we would normally just sit down and talk about as world-ending revelations. Oh my God, Uni standing up to Cheshire for claiming she got doxxed maliciously. Yes, Cheshire did claim that Katie doxed her. Yes, Cheshire did instruct all of Twitter to white knight and go file a false strike on Katie. She had her friends doing it. Those same people that are sitting on the DFOTY were doing it. Why do they agree with Cheshire about this doxing and this malicious bullshit on Katie? Why can't they just be honest about one thing that has to do with Katie? Well, how aren't they being honest? They won't talk about it. They won't hear the other side. They won't process the evidence. They then won't change the shit they've said on their channels for the updated evidence. If you go to Red's channel, all that you know, if you watch Red's channels and you don't watch any of our shit, is that Katie has some screenshots where she said some really bad stuff. She false struck a bunch of channels, and she's a DFOTY candidate. And then she tried to do something bad to Cheshire, maliciously doxing. That's what you know on Red's channel. Got me? The minute that the evidence showed that shit on Red's channels is false, if Red's is about the truth, if Red's is about honesty, if he's about what's right and shit, like, I'm not the one that says that, he is. Go watch his old debates. Hear it for yourself. Go watch him talk to Steve. That's when you'll really hear that shit, right? Why is he not updating the shit he got wrong? They can't. It'll piss Steve off. Has any of them updated the shit they got wrong about Katie at all? Have any of them entertained any of the goddamn evidence that I put out that exonerates her on the top points they're using against her? So basically, it's an accurate statement to say that Katie in DFOTY was perpetrated on fake shit. Now who's the flat earther? Who's the DF? Who's the DF? Let's just get rid of Flat Earth because it's not Flat Earth Dumb F of the Year. It's DF of the Year. Who's the DF? Who? Let's compare Reds to Katie. Why don't we do that, Reds? You wanna fucking pull this shit? Let's go, bro. Let's put you up next to Katie. Reds knows about my videos. And I would go even as far as to say that he's seen them. Reds makes a bunch of claims about Katie. All the screenshot claim was done on his channel. The false strike claim was done on his channel. And the Cheshire you-know-what was done on his channel. I put out hard evidence. Does he, I don't know, pull up the hard evidence, go through it, and weigh in on it and state how it's not valid or there's some problem with it, then continue to leave up what he said about Katie for DFOTY? No. He ignores all the evidence that debunks this shit and leaves it the way it is. Who's the DF, bro? If what I'm showing about Katie and all those points that were used to label her a DF, if what I'm showing is true, which it is, you could have went and pulled the data yourself after watching my video, fact-checked it. Everybody knows it because they went and looked for themselves. Who's the DF? The person who's using fake shit to label somebody a DF, or the person getting framed for the fake shit by the DFOTY? Now it might make sense why UNIRock needs to be attacked for DFOTY, because I said this weeks ago. I said this weeks ago, guys. It would have helped you to take Katie off of DFOTY. It would have been a respectful thing to do. It would have been the truth. It would have been honorable. Fine, leave her up there. Just put real criticisms underneath her name. Why did he cover for DFOTY? Why didn't he take the fake shit off of Katie's name for DFOTY? Why didn't he? Do you really believe she got 4th place? Do you really believe that she wasn't getting, like, she had way more views than everybody else? But hey, maybe the bots, maybe AT2's bots weren't employed on Katie, so maybe that's why Katie didn't get it. Because he said it twice on Red's channel. Not once, twice, that he had bots. I think he said 10,000. He said 5,000 last year, 10,000 this year. Just saying. Hey, Dead Kennedys, how about you get up here and talk? Because I invited you on my show, but you're such a little bitch you won't get up here and talk. So, see ya. Thanks for the $4.99. Oh, God. Welcome, though, to the stream team. You can still be on the stream team, buddy. They are. Wow. Hey, Dead Kennedys, do you factor into this old thing, too? Is your name going to pop up looking into all this old shit? We'll see. We'll see. Steve showed his true colors throughout all of this. It's pretty obvious what kind of person he is, blah, blah, blah. Got it, got it. They want to keep hating and not prove a thing. Their hate is fueling this fire. I agree, yeah. I thought Team had morals. I think he does have morals. Listen, Team, look, even though Team's fucking shitting on me, I'll still go as far as to say, I don't know yet because I haven't heard what he said on his show, but going off of what he said on dfoty, I think he's just been fed bad information. I don't know why he's not listening to me. I don't know why he's not trying to, like, come talk and get the damn breakdown on this. There's always two sides, bro. You know this. It's starting to see like it's a little group think going on. It doesn't mean that people won't break away from it, and it doesn't mean that people won't, like, wake up to what's going on around them. But, you know, team, you can't just keep ignoring the fact that Cheshire told people to go find her name, told people where it was. I believe her words were social media, or it was the internet or social media. It's out there. I heard her with my own ears on a live stream say these things, and everybody watching it did too. That was back when they had 200 or 300 people watching their show. That was back when they had a whole bunch of people watching their show. So if I posit to you now, team, if Cheshire gave Katie permission to use her name and told her where to find it, is it doxing and is it malicious? And why not stand up, though, for the people that have been bullied throughout this, too? Why not criticize Cheshire in the same breath for the fucked up shit that she said about a 7-year-old with 3 brain surgeries? Because I could go just over and over and over on all the reasons why. To criticize me for what I'm saying about this literally is hypocritical compared to sitting next to people that have literally done nothing but troll and lie throughout this whole situation while letting them get away with that. And Dead Kennedys got kicked for spamming. I just want to make sure you see why he got kicked. He got kicked for spamming. Okay? He could have just sat here and talked to me. He could have complained his ass off. That's what he's good at. But instead, he flipped out, so he's gone. I do not... Well, do I? I don't think so. You're right, I don't. Traveling Sasquatch, I like the way you think. Oh, leave him alone. He's depressed. You're not allowed to criticize Dead Kennedys in space. He's depressed. He's allowed to act however he wants. Like, he can curse me out. He can call me a bunch of names when all I did was tell him that he's welcome to come on my show and literally get interviewed about it and talk about it. Instead, he starts calling me a bunch of names and flipping out, so I block him. All of a sudden, the history of the world changes. All of a sudden, Uni got kicked out of this, and Uni blah, 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 and oh my God. It's all good, Dead Kennedys in space. You just all you're doing is showing people who you are, man. The thread is up on my Twitter if you want to go see it. You can go see it on Twitter. See the whole thread for yourself of what really happened, and then go see, you know, for yourself, Dead Kennedy's little troll ass pretending like he's so high and mighty and all of this. But you can't criticize him. You can't do it. Because you'll become the bad guy. Can't criticize Dead Kennedys in space, man. Can't do it. Anyone? Okay, what time is it? Okay, we got 3 minutes left of this stream. Type me what Team's grievance was if there was another one. The only grievance I heard from Team had to do with the Cheshire Docs situation. So type me the grievance. Let me know what it is. And do you guys see Katie in my chat? You know why? Because she's not in my Discord. I haven't seen her in my chat. Wow, I thought that I was on Katie's side throughout all of this, huh? Weird, right? Damn, I guess you can't speak to a person, even though throughout the entire story I told everybody I was going to talk to Katie eventually. Go back and watch the streams on this if you don't think this is true now. So they're fine with me telling them I'm going to talk to her, but the minute I talk to her, I'm on her side. Very weird, right? It's not, but... So somebody tell me if there is another grievance from team, somebody let me know. I'll handle it here before I do a video. And don't worry, you'll get a full video sum up. So if you don't have to watch this, if you didn't see what happened in the beginning of this, you're more than welcome to watch. But I'll have an upload very soon about it. So for anyone that doesn't know, anyone that just got here, Team Skeptic on the dfoty panel stated that he does not consider me an honorable person anymore. That was one sentence, and then I didn't watch much after it, so he could have had multiple grievances with me. But Team aired grievances against me on dfoty, and then Team aired grievances about me while I was live here. So, of course, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure I'll get briefed on it later. Don't worry. And I'm going to pull those clips for a video, so you'll get a video about it. Anyway, so here's what he said. He said, because of what I said about Cheshire being doxxed, he doesn't believe I'm an honorable person anymore. That's one thing that Team said. Now, I don't know if he has more than that. I don't know if Team has more than that. I'm asking you guys if there was something in dfoty that I didn't get turned into me, or if you watched what he just said over there about me. Is there another grievance, or is that it? Now, the other part of this is Team is completely wrong about Cheshire. Cheshire did not get doxxed. It was not malicious. I can prove it. And if Team would just come talk to me, I would prove it to him. I have not said anything bad about Team throughout this whole thing. So if he wants to play that angle, he can't. And hopefully he will realize what really happened someday in this story. I really don't think it'll happen, but I'll just hope. Okay? So I'm going to go down the chat. If you have another grievance from Team against me, hurry up and type it in so that I can go to my after show and get some work done, because we've got work to do, guys. We've got videos to make. So while you guys are typing, what you have to say to me before we get out of here, I'm going to describe really quickly what happened with Cheshire docs, because that's what Team said his grievance was with me. I know I said this in the beginning of the stream, but it's been an hour and 20 minutes. It's been an hour and 10 minutes since I said it, so I'm going to say it one more time for anyone who just got here. How Team is very much wrong on this, probably because he was fed bad information by Cheshire and Reds, because I don't know why, but ever since I found out what happened with the GDC last night, Reds has been a uni hater, but that's okay. My haters are my biggest fans. Anyway, let me sum this up, and then I'll go to the chat again, and then we'll get out of here. All right. So, because the only grievance that I have heard yet, and I'm sure I'll get all of them, I'm going to do a full video on this, from Team Skeptic, is that over my statements about Cheshire being doxxed or not, he now thinks I'm not honorable or that I'm not a good person, something to that effect. I'll get the full clip. I'll update it. I'll give you the full thing. This is reactionary. This all just happened. Therefore, this is my initial reaction. You'll get a video on it later to update it and solidify it. So, Cheshire was not doxxed. Cheshire went live and literally baited everybody, telling everybody where her name was. It was, I believe there are clips of her saying social media, but I will just go as far as to say out there on the internet, and it's not hard to find, as in she's not even hiding it. It's easy to find it. And she doesn't care if you use her name. Go find it. Go use it. Go use her name. Hey, I've heard this out of Cheshire's mouth. You've heard it out of her mouth. She's not even denied saying this shit. She can't deny it because she said it live. So, when Katie used her name, are there criticisms to make about it? Sure. You could, I mean, and we could have discussions on that. But I criticized Cheshire for baiting Katie with her name. Then, and I showed the tweets, going to Twitter and telling people to mass report Katie for using her name like this. She said, I'm blocked from Katie, so I can't even report her. And then she has her little buddies sitting right all around her going, we need to report her, mass report her, mass report her. And Cheshire instigated the mass flagging and reporting along with Britters and AT2 and them. I showed it in that video. Here's my point. If somebody tells somebody to go find their name, where to find their name, blah, 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 and how to use it, where to use it, all this, and they use it then after, it is not a doxing or malicious. It could be said that Katie shouldn't have done it. So what I would do is I would compare to what the situation is and what's going on and discuss it with people before making up my mind. But I damn well am going to go live and criticize somebody who baits people to false strike a freaking channel down over a doxing. Now, why would Cheshire want Katie to get framed for a doxing? Does anybody know? Because Onision just lost his Patreon over a doxing. His entire Patreon over something that happened on Twitter. He lost his channel. So if Cheshire could have convinced Twitter to take down her shit, she then could have screen capped it, sent it to fucking pay sites or whatever Katie uses, and get that shit took down with the fact that she got taken down for doxing somebody. It just happened to Onision, okay? So I got up on my channel and did what was right. I told everybody how this is baiting her, that you can't give permission and then act like this afterwards. And when you're on Twitter and correcting everybody for that kind of shit, you need to say, now hold on though, I did tell her to use my name. I did tell her where to find my name. So you know guys, you can't really go mass flag her. Cheshire didn't warn everybody to not mass flag her. Cheshire didn't try to tell everybody not to. Cheshire didn't try to stop anyone. She got busted for this shit quickly, and Steve even admitted it. So, team, you getting mad at me is literally going against Steve. For God's sakes. Go watch what Steve said after it happened. But my point is, that's not why team's mad. Some people have said, yeah, Uni, but what happened when you kicked 2 people from Steve's channel? I had a mod wrench, and 2 people were saying fucked up shit about a moderator, so I kicked them. No one ever cries. No one ever cries when I kick people for talking shit on team in my channel, do they? No one ever cries on that. So is this hypocritical? Of course it is. It's them trying. They don't have shit to use against me. They're trying to fashion that shit against me. I'm done with their drama. I'm responding to team out of respect for team. I'll do a full video to respond to team just so that I can get everything team said, play the clips, and break everything down with my response, with the evidence that I have, and I'll make sure it's nice and tight for all of you so that everybody gets what happened. Am I going to consider team a bad guy? No, because team is allowing himself to be surrounded by people that are doxing, that are harassing, that are being malicious. He's not paying attention to the situation. He's trying to avoid drama, not hear about it. He's doing big, long videos, and so I don't think he's being told what's really going on with these people that he's around. But someday he needs to take a look at what these guys have been doing around him. Because if Team is considered about his brand, if he's considerate of his brand, if he's considerate about what people think about him on YouTube, and if he's considerate of the things that are going on around him and him being included in it, well, sorry, but even like it is pretty fucking bad that this shit's going on and that people aren't standing up to say these things in a community that claims to call out people that are bullshitting and lying about things. You guys are calling out flatties for lying about the shape of the earth, but you can't just stand up and say, dude, don't lie about this person on dfoty. That didn't happen. And I can prove that the things they used against Katie on dfoty, in fact, I've already done it. It's on my channel. Go watch Versus Mode Part 2 to get 2 of the bullshit things that I've used against Katie on dfoty completely knocked out. Why didn't they update dfoty? Because they were just using it as another vehicle to attack Katie. And it's fucked up, dude. I won't be a part of it. I won't fucking sit here and allow this to happen because I've defended people for this shit before. For doing this, having this shit done to them. And I have exposed people for doing this shit before. No one's ever gotten mad at me for doing it, by the way, except for the people that get exposed. And ironically, there are people that are getting exposed on that dfoty panel, along with Dead Kennedys in Space Big Mouth. That's the truth, by the way. And that's why they're going around trolling and acting like dickheads. If they really didn't give a fuck about me, they wouldn't make a big noise about me. If they really thought that I was, like, wrong in all this, they would debunk me. If they really thought that, like, they had something on my videos, on my content, on my evidence, they would apply the same logic that they apply to flat earthers and to science and to all that to this situation to debunk me. Why instead are they doing this drama? Why instead are they playing this game? They're playing the flat earth game. And Dead Kennedys in Space, bro, you're better than all of them put together at it. Just saying. Just saying. Now let's see what you got and then I'm out. Okay, let's hope my chat doesn't skip because, God, you guys typed a lot in that short time. Yep, it just skipped. God damn it. I'm rolling back up, y'all. I'm going to roll up as far as I can go here, so. Oh, good. I've got it. Okay. Good. Cheshire is being malicious. It's all ridiculous and needs to end. I mean, is this going to go on for 6 more months? Everyone needs to find something else to do. Exactly. Thank you. And that's why they're mad at me. I'm out working on another video. If you need the evidence, go to the Rock-A-Lot channel on YouTube and subscribe. That's where the after show's going, along with DLive, Periscope, and Mixer. By the way, I'm going to turn those networks on because we're almost done. Mixer coming up. DLive coming up. Rock-A-Lot will come up when I end this stream, so just be ready, okay? No, but that's right. They are pissed off that I'm moving on onto another video topic. And these dramas just keep happening, don't they? You get these big things happening. They keep attacking Katie. It's like, why, dude? It's insanity. If Katie wants to... By the way, if Cheshire's trolled Katie for 7 straight months and Katie finally shoots back at her, why is that bad? You could say, well, she used her name. She was told to use her name. By Cheshire. Cheshire gave her permission. This is contrived. It's purposeful. It's unironic. It's fucked up. It is. I'm sure they're Yeah, I know. People are attacking Rachel now. They've done it a million times before. She's a big girl. She'll handle it. That should tell you something about those people, that they're attacking my girlfriend who has nothing to do with any of this. And don't worry, Rachel's already been... I've been fully doxxed. All my personal stuff's already been put out many times before this. Rachel's too. No worries. We've handled it many times before. Nothing to worry about there. All right. I'm looking for anyone that tells me what teams, if team had any other grievances. Then we're heading to the other channels to complete our streams, or just to chill for the night. Who knows? We might just chill for the night with all. We'll let all this drama die down. Who knows? If I look into the GDC again tonight, God knows what they'll do tomorrow, because that's what happened yesterday. These guys cannot fucking stand it to have that shit brought back up, is how it's looking. And these guys doesn't mean team or fight, by the way, because team and fight wasn't around back then. Team and fight are getting dragged into this, and then they ironically complain about being dragged into things. They're letting it happen. You don't care. You get pissed off if UNIRock mentions your damn name, right? You don't give a fuck if these guys drag you into the drama, though, do you? Just saying. Oh, you already fucking hate me. I don't know why I'm keeping my mouth shut. Whatever. My advice is to let it go. We're going to put out some badass videos on the GDC thing, on the end of the versus mode thing with Katie and Steve, the final endpoint. We're going to put out more badass videos about a lot of other shit that's going on, because I've been working on them non-fucking-stop, y'all. A lot of you guys have been hanging out and helping me over on the Rock-A-Lot channel and the After Show networks. It's fueled by Steve. He's the one feeding it to Chesh, I thought, question mark. It's my opinion. Sure. Why does Chesh have anything against Katie? What the fuck is it? Normally, when you hate somebody for false striking, when you hate somebody for doxing, and when you hate somebody for saying fucked up things in screenshots, but then you find out that the screenshots are fake, that the false strike is completely contrived and fake, and that she didn't dox anybody, and that's all baited and fake, you typically stop hating somebody unless there's something else behind this, right? I think we all know what's going on. You don't mess with Steve McRae, or you start getting people that don't want to work with you anymore. You don't mess with Steve McRae, or else a little tribe of people gang up on you. You don't mess with Steve McRae, or else they create Facebook troll groups about you and attack your girlfriend. You don't mess with Steve McRae, and don't tell me that's not goddamn true, because none of this happened before Steve fucking McRae asked me to make a video on Katie and him. So, do I regret any of this? Oh, hell no. But they will. They will. They already do. They wouldn't treat me like this if they were unbiased, if they were adult-like, if they, gave a fuck. It's all about the little team of people. It's all about your friends. It's all about the tribe around you. I got my tribe. They're right here, subscribe to my channel. I got my people. They're right here, subscribe to my channel. Okay? Every other creator that wants to make demands on me, they can fuck off. Every other creator that wants to say, I get to control how Uni does a video, you can fuck off. Every other creator that wants to say, instead of me making a video criticizing Uni, I'm going to start a bunch of drama and play a bunch of games, they can fuck off. And by fuck off, it means they can sit there and do it for the rest of their lives if they want. They can sit and watch my show and troll me and do all that for the rest of their lives if they want. That's their choice. They have that option. Go get it. Live that life. Love it. Eat it. Sleep it. Drink it. Love it. Yeah, why not, Lone Wolf? Why don't I do my own dfoty? Get ready. In January 1st, I'm doing my own dfoty awards. And I'm gonna have some creators come help. You know any creators that want to come help for the dfoty? Because I'm picking up the They fucked up the dfoty. They got a bunch of fake shit framing people up on their dfoty. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give you the real dfoty. Let's come. Everybody give me the name for it. What are we going to name ours? What are we naming ours? Oh, by the way, I haven't shared my pay link in days. You want to support us? Do it on PayPal at PayPal.me/UNIRock. I'm broke and I haven't shared my pay link in days because I'm a ding dong. How about the Ding Dong Awards? Does that work? You guys voting for the Ding Dong Awards? You want me to do a Ding Dong Awards? We'll call it the DD, the DDA, the Ding Dong Awards. Team has no legit grievances. Well, I just wanted to know what his thing that he said was, if it was more than the whole Cheshire thing. If he wants to stop working with me over that, then bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, bro. I'm so dumb, bro. I'm silly, dude. I am sorry, but I like being cringy. I've never hated anyone that much to care, says Princess. Good for you. You're a step ahead of the rest of them. Well, you can't go after a cult leader without getting pushback. It's starting to seem that way, isn't it? I got muted for sticking up for Rachel during JoJo's stream. It's messed up. Rachel has nothing to do with this. She has not done videos. She has not weighed in on this. They are legit just attacking Rachel because they can't get to me, I guess. It's not going to work, by the way. Just so you know. Just going to try to save you some time. It's not going to work. I don't stop Rachel from filing strikes, by the way. She's a different person. She has nothing to do with what I do. If she feels like something happened that shouldn't have happened, she will, by the way. Just so you know. Oh my God. Were you in the stream yesterday, Princess? Because there was some shit in that stream that you need to see. If by what you just commented, there's some stuff in that stream you need to see. Ding Dong of the Year? How about the DDD, the Ding Dong of the Decade? We'll do that. Let's do the DDD February 1st. My bad. I meant February, duh. Wish my chat would stop skipping, damn it. I gotta scroll back up every freaking time. No, I can just go ahead and tell you the winners for the DDD right now if you want. Expose me, boomer. Oh my God, thank you for reminding me. I need to pull up her video. Let's see here. Is it, what's the name of her channel? It's, Creep Show Art. There we go. And let me put that in the About section because everybody needs to see this video. All right. It's in the About section, and I'm going to put it in the chat. And please, if you have not seen this video, it is an excellent video that we all should have seen when it was done. It could have saved us a lot of trouble. And I just turned off member-only mode by doing that somehow. I don't know how I did it, but give me a minute. I'll turn it back on. We're going to keep member-only mode on for the entirety of 2020. Let's do it, peeps. That'll be fun. I think I just lost my chat. Nope, I didn't. Okay, good. I just got caught up with what was said, Finn says. Lost whatever shred of possible respect I might have. Scraped off my shoes if I had to. Wow, true callers. Vile vipers, the entire gaggle of them. Whoa! What happened? I've only seen a couple little clips. I'll explain it before I'll explain it before we get out of here. In fact, I'll do it right now. So let's do a recap. And we are doing the after show on DLive, Mixer, and Periscope. But we're also, because of the issues with DLive and because people are having problems with joining on Mixer, we are going to host the after shows and the prep show over on the Rock a Lot YouTube channel. You can just type Rock a Lot, Rock A-L-O-T, all one word, and that will be live right after I finish this outro, okay? Or this summation. And after the summation, when the outro starts to roll, I'm going to turn on the Rock a Lot channel, and I'm going to head there, and we're going to go into the after show so that we can get some actual shit done today. Well, I don't want to lie, because we may not do anything tonight due to the drama. We might just take the night off and chill and hang out. I don't know yet. We'll figure out what we're doing when we get to the after show. But head there after this if you want to talk, if you got anything you want to say, anything else. Let's do this. All right. So tonight, as I'm chilling and getting ready to keep looking into a video I'm working on, actually kill the music, Biz. You can turn it on in a minute. As I'm getting ready to chill, as I'm getting ready to get more work done on a video I'm working on that is around a group called the GDC, or the Great Debate Community, from Google+, literally like 10, 12 years ago, this all started. It even started before YouTube, according to the members of the GDC. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just telling you what we learned last night. It's all reactionary. The information has not been processed yet because it happened last night. Okay, just happened. And as I'm logging in to start processing, literally that's the discussion we were having. I believe we were at, what do you guys think about the information that we got last night in Discord before I was going to go live? I'm talking to everybody, getting opinions, getting things they may have seen, getting other thoughts that, like, you know, might be relevant to everything. And I find out that dfoty is live talking shit about me. So I'm like, okay, well, is someone watching it? And somebody's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, just let me know what happens and we continue our conversation for work today. Because yes, people talk shit. And yes, when people talk shit, sometimes people jump in and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then you go look at it and you're like, that's not that bad, dude, or whatever. They're just being dramatic. Let it go. Well, this time it was a little more fucked up. Now, it's ironic because the dfoty is hosted on Red's Rhetoric's channel. And I've always had a good thing with Reds. I've talked to him several effing times. I don't know why he keeps saying we've only talked once. And I know I'm saying we talked not on YouTube, on a show several times. When I made that statement, I said that it was on Skype, that I've talked to him on after shows have been done or before shows. I mean, for God's sakes, I don't know how many times while I'm live, I muted my shit so I could talk to the guy. He just told me not to tell you guys that I was talking to him. It was when it's when me and Drag were fighting. So do you guys remember when me and Dragnot were fighting? When I first discovered who Dragnot was, right? And he started kind of attacking me a little, and I was attacking him a little. I was lightly trolling him. He was lightly trolling me back, right? Well, around that, see, what Dragnot doesn't know, what other people don't know, is that my Skype blew up. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it was Reds. And he's like, don't tell anybody that I'm messaging you right now. And I'm like, okay, I won't. He didn't want the stream to know he was messaging me, and he told me some shit about Drag. This is the shit that happens every time Drag and other people from the GDC come up, by the way, that kind of thing. And he starts telling me this shit about Drag, what he says I should say and shit about it. And I'm like, I won't tell anybody I talked to you about this. Okay, cool, bye. Anyway, he's already told me I can say whatever I want, so I'm not revealing things that he hasn't given me permission to say. So anyway, long story short, Reds is talking shit on dfoty. I've discovered this shit about the GDC last night, and yes, the stuff I discovered included Red's rhetoric. So my way to look at it is, oh, Red's not going to get mad at me that I discovered some fucked up shit from years ago. Reds is logical. Reds is cool. Reds isn't dramatic. Reds is whatever. And I'm like, even if I discover that Reds did the dumbest shit ever 5 years ago, he's not going to get mad at me for finding it, learning about it. He would just be, in my head, Reds would be like, yeah, some fucked up shit happened 5 years ago. You know, it wouldn't turn into some fucked up thing. But of course, it did. Because truly, it's my opinion. I'm reacting right now. I'm going to do a full video and update you all on everything after I've had time to think about it. But they start talking shit about me due to, most likely because he's got a boner for Cheshire, and he knows that I called out Cheshire for a lot of dumb, and he should be calling Cheshire out too, because Cheshire's ruining her internet reputation. Cheshire did a cooking show, and the dislikes were so massive, Steve turned off dislikes. I don't know why he does that, by the way. Dislikes only help you. They're the same thing as likes. Anybody that tells you that's not true, I mean, does it affect all this other stuff? It just affects how many interactions are logged on your channel. But anyway, I've always said that, by the way. If people have asked me, do you think it negatively affects your video somehow? I do think it's possible you won't get as many recommendations from me if you downvote me. But if you don't like me enough to downvote me, you're not going to click my recommendations anyway. So it's not going to hurt me if you downvote me and you don't get less reactions, but yet I get another interaction on that video. Anyway, it's complicated. I'll go into it someday in full. But as the night goes on, more things happen. Like, I'm expecting what happened in the beginning of dfoty when everyone got mad at me. Reds did some streams. Other people were there. People weren't wanting to weigh in on, me, and they didn't want involved in the drama. So team stayed out, fight stayed out, Brainy stayed out, other people stayed out of it. I respected that, whatever. And this time, though, they all jumped on me. Brainy didn't. He's cool as fuck. Subscribe to Brainy Beaver. Dude's awesome. He stayed out of the drama. Geo, I think. Didn't Geo stay out of the drama? I don't remember. I only saw clips of it. I don't give a shit. I don't have time to watch it when I'm working on videos. In fact, I do think that the people who I'm discovering things about, who did I discover things about last night? Look-a-Pig, AT2 Productions, and Red's Rhetoric from very long time ago. So is it possible that they're stirring up a lot of this drama because of what I found out about him last night? Very much. I do. No, I'm just going to tell you, that's what I think. You got to make up your own mind. It's a little ironic, right? Because they know it's not going to go over well in the community to attack people during dfoty. It's just going to reinforce this thought process that people have been complaining about the entire dfoty, that they're adding people that have nothing to do with the content that goes on in the community, Katie Joy, into the mix, and then doing it for drama's sake. Then they deny. We're not adding Katie for drama, because dfoty is not drama. We're just adding her in because she did some dumb stuff. I'll go into that later. In my video response, I'll kill it, because I've got enough evidence to debunk all their claims about Katie, which sucks that I'm going to debunk a debunker, but I have to. Anyway, long story short, moving forward with it, being done with this, they attacked the living hellfire out of me. I go live, then Team goes live and says he disowns UNIRock or some shit like that. So bye, Team. But what matters, and of course, why is Team disowning me? All I know is what he said on the clip from dfoty over the Cheshire doxing. Cheshire didn't get doxed, by the way. Cheshire didn't have her name shared maliciously, by the way, because go ask Cheshire if she didn't tell people to go find her name, where to find her name, and give people permission to use her name. Ask her that damn question. Ask her that question when she's sitting there. When everybody's like, oh my God, Uni's a bad guy because he's not mad that Cheshire's name got shared. If you're going to tell people to do it, you can't sit around and virtue signal about how they're doing it. That's called baiting people. And I do think that she wants people baited. I do think she wants the people she doesn't like to share her name, because then she can try to get them for doxing, turn them into Patreon, all that crazy stuff. So she deserves to be called out for this. In fact, I don't know why Team isn't calling out Cheshire instead of putting some negative thing on me about this. It's really, really fucked up. Wish it wasn't happening, huh? You know? Isn't it one of those things? You want further breakdown of one of the reasons why you need to really really look into the group of people that are doing this dumb shit and not just be sheeped out. Why you should make your mind up yourself based off of evidence and logic instead of jumping on the gravy train, sheeped out. Oh my God, I've been watching Flat Earth debates for a while, so now I got to support people because I watched their show. If you really want to just do it logically, go ahead over to Creep Show Art's video. FeedSpot's top 30-second atheist that every atheist should watch tries to expose me. You know who she's talking about? She's talking about a guy named Mick Boomer. This video, if we would have seen it and processed it in and actually thought about what was going on here, we wouldn't have ever had this happen. So my point is, if this community doesn't give a fuck about logic, the facts, and the evidence, and they want to say, fuck Uni, we hate Uni, whatever, fine. No problem. But one thing that's going to happen for me being willing to stand up and call these guys out, they're going to lose their power to do this again. So the next person that they all try to frame, because yes, by all of them banding together into this little tribe, they're trying to get Steve and Cheshire, they're trying to let them get away with this shit. Because what they're doing is trying to distract from the overarching problem that they harassed a YouTuber with fake things for 8 straight months now, because it's not 7 anymore. We're in January now, and it's not stopped. So for 8 straight months, they've harassed a YouTuber. And now we can't just say that Steve did it. Now we got to say that Reds did. Now we got to say that Chesh did. Now we got to say AT2 did. Now we got to say that the other people who did, right? And that's what sucks about this, too. Why do you think I stood up and said, don't put Katie on dfoty? Why do you think I stood up and gave you the evidence and said, watch this video so you know that the shit you're saying about Katie on your show is fabricated and it's bullshit? And it doesn't matter if it's Katie that it's fabricated on. You can't use fake shit on people on your show, or people are going to stop respecting you, your show, and your community. And it's too late now. You done it, you did it, you rolled in it, now you can damn live with the consequences of it. I'm UNIRock. Thanks for watching. If you're mad at me for this situation, goodbye. It was nice having you here. Maybe you'll stop back again someday, maybe you won't, but either way, it was nice having you. If you're going to stick around, I respect you, because I'm willing to sit down and talk about this. I'm willing to show the evidence in this and actually back it up. I'm willing to stand up for what people should be doing in this situation so that this drama bullshit gets out of their communities and they stop entertaining it. One more thing, Busy, pause it. Why are they constantly entertaining this drama? Why are they constantly doing this shit instead of just going out and doing what they do? Well, you know why. I know why. Because their views go down. Every single time Steve McRae's views have gone down, he's attacked another bigger YouTuber, and I'm going to show you in the final video. I'm going to prove everything to you. And these guys have constantly felt like they have to white knight for Steve. I don't get it. Reds has 30-some thousand subs. Why does he have to white knight for Steve? Does Steve have something on Reds? I don't know what's going on. But for some reason, Reds, for the last 5 years, has had to step up and fight battles for Steve McRae. And now, because he's in love, he wants to fight him for Chesh. Reds, you can die on that hill too, bro. Whatever. You want to take that argument to the grave, take it. Either way, I'll see you in my final video. If you got the balls to watch it and actually get the shit they won't show you, it'll be in my sum up. And I'm heading to the Rock-A-Lot channel. Thanks for watching.